Have you ever been scooped by a mogul? Watch this video to know how to handle it. By the way, this is a series about skiing moguls. If you haven't seen the earlier videos, check them out in the link. Hi, Skier Steve here to explain what to do when you get scooped in a mogul. Remember, so far, we have learned to side slip down moguls with our skis perpendicular to the fall line of the slope and our bodies facing toward the fall line. We also learned that we can control our speed by where we slide down the mogul. Sometimes when we let our bodies turn sideways to the hill and we are leaning back too far, we experience a phenomenon we call being scooped. When this happens, our skis shoot straight up and we often land on our backs. This is not a pleasant experience, so we want to figure out how to avoid it. Years ago, I was skiing down a black diamond bump run when I came upon a young father and his son. The boy was probably 8 years old, but was skiing the bumps well. His father was an expert and made the bumps look effortless. It appeared that the father was teaching his son how to ski the bumps. The father clearly knew what he was talking about, so I skied close and tried to eavesdrop. What I heard the father say was a very helpful explanation of how to handle being scooped. It was simple, but also counterintuitive. He told his son, "When you feel your skis shooting up in the air, try to stick your tips in the next hole." I wonder what he was talking about. When I get scooped and come flying off a mogul, I'm usually too scared to turn my skis downhill. So instead, I would ski uphill to slow myself down. This results in a bailout technique where I would go skipping across the tops of the moguls in a humiliating fashion. Bailing out can be better than an all horns and rattles yard sale, but only slightly. So eventually I started trying to do what the father said, and here are the results. When you try to put your skis into the next hole, several beneficial things occur. First, you end up unweighting your skis as you come out of the mogul, which slows your ascent. Second, you get your body facing back downhill, so you're more able to make the turns. Third, you get your skis back on the snow, where you can begin to control your destiny and provide friction to slow you down. It may take a little experimentation to get the hang of this, but once you do, you will find this technique to be a lifesaver. Let's summarize the main points of this video. 1. Scooping occurs when we are leaning back too far and not facing downhill. 2. We can recover from a scoop by jamming our skis into the next hole, which is to say, on the back side of the mogul that is scooping us. Undoubtedly, this technique requires some practice. Do you have mogul skiing tips that work for you? Please share your tips in the comments. Also, click subscribe to see more of my mogul skiing content.